Hey, welcome back to Joe's Motor Venture. I'm back working on my 24 Road Glide again today. So from the factory, this comes with a chopped engine guard, and obviously I've added highway peg mounts to it. But I like to practice slow speed maneuvers, and I've been a little hesitant with this bike because I don't want to drop it and mess up the saddlebags. And I was pretty proficient with my street glide that I had before this. This feels a little bit different with the fairing not on the bars, and so I'm not as comfortable in this as I was the street glide in slow speed maneuvering. So I've decided to get the flat out bar for the front from Harley Davidson and the saddlebag guards that match. So I have the saddlebag guards here. The flat out bar is on order, but I'm going to go ahead and get these installed today. But first I wanted to show you what the bike laid over looks like. So I'm going to lay some pads out and then lay this over on its side, which doesn't feel right to do, but I'm going to do it, and show what it's like with the factory chopped engine guard, and then I'll show once I get the saddlebag guards and the engine guard on what it looks like laid over like that. All right, so there it is. I've got it laid over on the engine guard, and try to give you all a good idea of how close everything is to the ground there. And then from the side here you can see the floorboards touching, the primary's touching, the exhaust pipe's touching, and the saddlebag has, I can barely get my fingers in there. So that's the reason that I'm hesitant to practice too many slow speed maneuvers, because it's just an increased likelihood that I will drop the bike. I haven't dropped one yet, but it's going to happen one day. So I'm going to go ahead and get these saddlebag guards installed, and then when the flat out bar comes in, I'll get that installed. Alright, so here's the saddlebag guards. Comes with obviously the main guards, new saddlebag supports. There are other brands of these out there. You can get ones on Amazon that honestly I've seen great reviews about. I know that those ones you reuse your original saddlebag supports and just cut them, which is fine. They're obviously more affordable. Honestly, I went with the Harley Davidson ones because I think these look cool, and that's it. First thing we gotta do is take the seat off. I have a Saddleman road sofa, and I absolutely love this seat. It is extremely comfortable, and it's comfortable right out of the box. There's really not a break-in period. But Saddleman says that you cannot run saddlebag guards with this. Now, I don't really believe that. I don't know how hard it is to see, but there is a notch here in the structure. So, it's real stiff right there and there. And it's got this notch here where the saddlebag guards bolt up right here. So I'm going to run them. If it starts wearing on the seat, I'll address that later, but I don't see why it won't work with this seat. Obviously we got to take the saddlebag off. Now we got the saddlebag off, we need to unbolt the muffler from the saddlebag support here. That's 2 1/2-inch head bolts. And then we need to get, there's 2 bolts here. There's one facing this way, one facing this way, and they are different sizes. So the one further out on the bike is a T45 on this side and a 9/16 on the other. We're going to retain all of this hardware in the back here. Now for the other one, it's facing the other way, and you need a 1/2 inch on the nut and a T40 on the head of the bolt. Then this bolt is a 9/16 nut and bolt. And you can just pull your support off. You're going to need this bracket for the muffler and the rubber piece that it's in. It's a little bit of a challenge to get that out, but it'll come out. It's got a flange on either side that kind of holds you up. It is important. So on this flat side here, which sits against that round bar, that little nipple that sticks up goes inward like that. So when it's on the bike like this, the nipple is towards the front of the bike and up. So now we're ready to start installing. So we'll get this rubber put back in on the new saddlebag support, and then get our muffler bracket slid back into that. And then I'm just going to loosely bolt it up to the back here. Anytime I take these support bolts out, I turn them around. It's so much easier to work on these with the torque set towards the front. So I like setting them both up so that the bolt head is on the front and the nut is in the back. We're ready to slide this guy on. So it's this small tube here on the back is just going to slide over this. And then we'll use the bolt that we took out earlier on the front here. And again, I'm just loosely installing everything for now. The kit comes with a bolt for the top here. There's a threaded hole already in the frame for this. And the kit also comes with this small bolt and nut to go through this hole where these two pieces slide together. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get everything snugged down, and then I'll come back later and torque it all. This new bolt here is a T45 as well. And then for this bolt, you'll need a 7/16 wrench for the nut and a 3/16 Allen key for the bolt side. And lastly is the pucks themselves, and they're a T45 as well. These bolts have a thread locker on them in the kit, so you don't need to add any to it. Alright, and it's that easy. I'm going to go ahead and throw the saddlebag back on just so we can get a better look. I'll probably throw the seat on too. I'm not going to show you both sides. It's the same exact thing on the other side. Alright, so there it is. These will definitely give us some better protection. And look at it from the back of the saddlebag. You see how far that sticks out. So this bottom puck here will definitely make contact first, and then in the event that you go all the way over, this one will help protect everything else as well. There's definitely a little bit of a wrinkle here in my seat, but I think it'll wear in over time. So I'll get the other one put on, and then I'll bring y'all back once I get the flat out bar for this and get it installed. Looks kind of goofy with the factory engine guard and the new saddlebag guards. Alright, so to get the old engine guard off, we need to pull this radiator shroud out. It should just pop straight forward. So there's just a peg in the four corners that goes in the rubber grommets here and here on both sides. Then you need a 3/16 Allen for these two bolts up top. And then a T45 Torx for this bolt here in the side, on both sides. And then now that those are out, I left the top two in loose so that this thing won't fall. And then you can just pick it up off of it because there's slotted holes. And then you got to wiggle around the radiator a little bit. So Harley did send 2 new bolts for the top there. Well, for all 4 bolts. I'm gonna use the new bolts because the old ones, as you can see, the new ones have this Loctite on them, and the old ones it's all worn off. So it's worth pulling those 2 out. I'm gonna start them partially, just like when I took it off, so that I can hang the engine guard on there and not be trying to fumble with getting a screw started while I'm holding it up. And then the tabs on the engine guard, if you have a model with the oil cooler mounted here, go in front of that oil cooler. There's 2 pretty fat washers that come with the kit. And basically if you don't have this oil cooler here, so it says for 2014 to 16 models, you put those washers between the frame and the engine guard. Takes a little bit of wiggling to get this around the radiator, but it's not too bad. Alright, so I got all 4 bolts in and started. I'm going to go ahead and tighten them down and torque them. These bottom bolts here are 15 to 20 foot-pounds, and the top bolts are 97 to 108 inch-pounds. And we just got to slide the shroud back in. Alright, and then to put the pucks on, you need a T45 again. And these get tightened to 17 to 19 foot-pounds. As you can see, I've got the engine guard all done. And I've got the bike laid over on the left side. So let's see what it looks like. So I can already tell the exhaust is a couple inches from the ground. The saddlebag's a couple inches from the ground. The primary looks like it's maybe a ½ inch from hitting. The floorboard still hits, but it's made to fold up out of the way. So you can see under the primary there, we've got some clearance. And then under the exhaust and the saddlebag, there's plenty of clearance. So this is definitely going to help protect, especially the saddlebags, you know, if I were to have a tip over. So this is definitely going to help me protect my bike, you know, the saddlebags, the exhaust pipes, the primary. If I were to have a tip over, like I said earlier, I want to try and get more comfortable on this bike on slow speed maneuvers. And I've been a little bit hesitant to practice those at the extent I should be practicing them because of, you know, how expensive it is to replace one of these saddlebags. So I'll definitely get out there and practice them more. The nice thing with these kits is that those pucks are replaceable. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.